Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is Kyle Richards finally getting a clue and realizing that these chicks are not your friends. But before we dive in, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a Kiki is always better with community. And don't forget to check out the description box below, you guys. We have a ton of cool stuff, lots of goodies, and shop the Love collection, okay? Shop the Love collection. It's really cute, lots of great merch. So with that, let's dive right on in. So as my beautiful candy canes have been saying since day one, the faux Fox 4, the faux Fox 5, whatever you want to call it, they've always been a front and a cover for the three people who have really always been at the core pulling the strings. That has always been Lisa Rinna, Erica Girardi, and Dorit Kemsley. They've had Kyle, they've had Teddy, they've had Diana, but all of those people are really just like their henchmen, their puppets, when really these are the three that get together behind the scenes to create the storylines and the narratives and all that, and all of the drama and garbage and lies that they want to spew every season. And so finally, I think that Kyle is actually getting a clue and realizing that these women are not your friends and they never liked you, boo-boo. I think when it comes to the Kathy Hilton drama, honestly, I think that Kyle was a part of it to an extent. I've seen a lot of people say, Kyle was in on it. Her and Rinna got together, all of this stuff for like the Kathy takedown. This is my take on that. I think that Kyle was in on it to an extent. I'm going to tell you what I mean, then I'm going to read the article from Reality Blurb and we can see what she posted. So this is what I think. I think that, yes, Kyle, Dorit, Erica, Rinna got together, and we're like, oh, Kathy's so high maintenance, Kathy's so this, that, and that. Let's bring her down a peg or two. But I think what Kyle thought that meant was, let's sort of be dismissive when she's talking about tequila. Let's kind of roll our eyes when she wants normal things like utensils to eat and corn to be grilled, like crazy things that people want, right? And let's, put her in the bunk bed room, let's put her in the bunk bed room, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, Kathy, these beds are so comfortable. When really behind the scenes, you already told your good girlfriends, Erica and Rinna, that you would give them the rooms, right? So I think that Kyle was in on it to an extent. I think she was in on it when it came to sort of like the practical jokes, yes, it was very disrespectful, but the more like dismissive, the more jabby stuff, the more rolling the eyes, the more that thing. I don't think that Kyle was in on it when it came to trying to frame Kathy for the N-word, homophobic, and all of that stuff. If that makes sense. And I want to know what you guys think. Put it down in the comment box below. Do you think that no, Kyle was in on it from the beginning? She was in on the Kathy takedown, all of the Kathy takedown, or do you agree with me that she was in on it to a certain extent? Like, she was willing to clown her sister, but I don't think that she was trying to cancel her sister. Okay, but enough of that. And put it down in the comment box below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts? Now, let's read what is going on in Reality Blurb. So it says that Kyle Richards claims she's surrounded by wrong and toxic people amid Kathy Hilton drama on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. See her cryptic post. Okay, and this is the post. Okay. I'll read it for you guys as we go through the article. Okay. Kyle Richards seemed to have a bit of an awakening over the weekend amid her ongoing feud with sister Kathy Hilton. As Kathy and her daughters, Paris Hilton and Nikki Rothschild, continue to speak out against her, both directly and through liked posts on social media, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star shared that she may have been may have been a shady post of her own. Oh, sorry. Shared what may have been a shady post of her own. So the post said, and this is what's on the screen, my therapist said, I don't think you have social anxiety. I think you're surrounded by the wrong people. And that really hit me. Kyle's message from the House of Leaders read, as seen in a screenshot shared by All About the Real Housewives on Instagram. The message went on to allude to the fact that there is someone toxic in Kyle's life. The entire time you think it's you, it may just be the people around you are toxic or do not align with you. Be very, very careful who you let in, it said. Last week, after Kathy's meltdown took center stage in Aspen, Kyle explained why her sister acted out. We had just arrived to a nightclub and my sister wanted to leave, and I basically said, I can't. My guests aren't even here yet. That is basically what happened, and that sparked everything, Kyle explained on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show. As Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans will recall, Lisa Rinna disclosed details of Kathy's meltdown on last week's show, claiming she had gone on a rant against Kyle, threatened to destroy her sister and take down her sister's family, and she could take down NBC and Bravo. As much as I love her, I was like, what do you mean? I just got here. So that's sort of what sparked it. And then after that, it was off and running, Kyle continued. Meanwhile, on Kathy's page, she recently reshared a post in which Kyle seemingly threatened to talk about her meltdown with Lisa. You better believe we're going to talk about it, Kyle had written in a message shared in January. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So what do you guys think? Is this a case of too little, too late? Is this a case of too little, too late when it comes to Kyle? This is another thing. I think Kyle now is saying, oh, there's toxic people and be careful who you surround yourself with for a couple of reasons. Number one, I think she sees that Lisa Rinna really was setting her sister up for like a big cancellation, for the whole shenanigans, not just, oh, we need to talk about Kathy popping off about you, popping off about the girls, X, Y, and Z. But I think that Kyle is now saying that Rinna probably was behind the racist rant, the homophobic slurs, all of that stuff. Again, everything in this video is alleged and rumored, right? So I think she's seeing the light there. Like, I think she was like with the Kathy takedown, but she didn't understand the actual depth of how far low down to hell Rinna was really going to try and take it. I also think the post is to Dorit. Dorit has been really shady towards Kyle. Dorit really chose Erica over Kyle and Aspen. That was very, very clear. That Dorit was like, I'm riding with Erica. I'm not really riding with you, girl. She made her alliance very clear in Aspen. Also, the Mauricio cheating rumors. Do you know what I mean? There's just no way that does not affect your friendship. If my friend was smelling and kissing my man, we would have a problem. We'd have a Kathy meltdown in Aspen situation. You see what I'm saying? And I also think that Dorit hasn't ever truly denied it. She's talked around it. She's danced around it. She's stumbled around it. But she hasn't really said a definitive no. It's always been like, this is so gross. This is so weird. They're like family. And then did you guys catch on the Watch What Happens Live after show? She said that they were close, not that they are close. So I think that there's probably a big divide between Kyle and Dorit right now. I mean, everyone can see the sexual tension between Dorit and Mo. I mean, we all can cut it with a knife. So I bet you she's talking about Dorit. Be careful who you let in, particularly because I think that Kyle was the closest to Dorit. She really let her in. Their children were close. They're like, oh, Auntie Mo, Auntie Kyle, all this stuff. And then also the two of them as a couple were really close, which is not what she had with Lisa Rinna, not what she had with Erica Girardi. So sure, she was friends with Erica and Lisa, but her and Dorit were like riding together. So I think that this is really geared towards Dorit. And then also baked in is Lisa Rinna. And then obviously Erica, now that Kyle and Erica are at odds, because Kyle finally said, hey, listen, girl, you can't go around here talking about there are no victims and you're the victim and you don't care about anybody. Like, I can't defend you. That's not a good look. Like, what the heck is going on, right? So I think that it was mainly geared toward Dorit, given the Mauricio rumors, but then it was also geared toward Lisa Rinna, because I think that what she realized was, I was in it to clown my sister, but I wasn't in it to cancel my sister, and you took this shit a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, with Erica and everything else. But I want to know what you guys think. Who do you think that this cryptic post was actually geared toward from Kyle? You know, was it to all three of them? Was it just to Jaree, just to Erica, just to Rinna? To none of them. It was just a random post. You know, what do you think? Do you also think this might be a little bit too little too late when it comes to Kyle? It's like, you should have never in your whole life ever gone in on your sister with these women, you know, taking up with these women to go against your sister, no matter how much or little you thought it was. The fact that you went behind your sister's back and had a plan to clown her on any level was really messed up. So do we not feel bad for Kyle? It's kind of like, girl, you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas, you get what you got. So put it down below in the chat box. But before you guys do, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. And check out the description box below and shop our love collection, because I love you. Mwah. Take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go.